Hajime Boku wa JD desu. Hey everyone on the YouTube land. I've been debating that while I'm in Japan, I should start my videos in English instead of the typical Japanese greeting. But I tried that in the one airport, the short clip, the first video, and it didn't feel right. And I've practiced it a few times, and it doesn't feel right. So we're gonna stick like this. Most likely, when I film in public, there will be weird looks or whatever. But it'll get attention because it's a way you introduce yourself to a stranger, and I'm talking to a phone. So, yeah, that's where we are. What's going on right now is it's pretty late. I think it's about 2 a.m. It was 2 a.m. last time I looked at the clock, and I'm filming for Saturday's video basically, or yeah, Saturday's video time. And it's not jet lag. I'm just not used to where I am yet. I'm talking to people in the States still. I'm talking to people here, trying to. So the story. This is what went down. I went to Japan. I mean, obvious, right? I traveled to Japan. I got things going on, personal stuff. I'm not getting into that. But let me lower that so it's not on my lenses. See, I can move it. The fun part of the story is when I landed in Dallas, they're doing some type of remodeling, and all their what do you call it, signs that tell you which bus goes where and where to get those buses, because Dallas DFW is a huge freaking airport, and it's too much for them to handle, to be quite honest. So I'm there, and they go outside and catch the bus. Now, for those of you who don't know, I am colorblind. They said to catch, I forget what color it was, but they mentioned a color. And I was like, is it going to the E terminal? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, so it'd be marked E, right? Because, the buses have the what is it, moniker on the front? And I'm like, yeah. Well, I'm sitting out there, and I never see this bus for like 30, 45 minutes. So I go over down to one of the curbside check-in places, and I was like, where the hell is the bus, going to E? I've got to catch a flight. And they're like, it's they again said, for an example, it's the orange bus. And I was like, that's not what I asked. I can't see colors. That's stupid. The signs are gone. Like, I've been to DFW before, and the signs were there. Like, this is where the bus stops for whatever, and this is where the other bus stops for the other whatever. And then, so finally, like, I realized I wasn't seeing the bus because I'm waiting in an area where courtesy buses and those short buses, those minivans and all that crap, where they park. So, like, they were always in the way when the other bus basically drove past. So I didn't even notice. I couldn't see that the bus marked with E for E terminal were just driving by. So finally I see one, I get there, and I get to where I need to go. And I'm like, for the flight that I was booking, I had to check my bag at least 45 minutes before departure, and it was 30 minutes before departure. So they didn't have time to load my bag. So I got a layover. Yay. Now, that's not either. I flew in on one airline, and this is why it happened, because I flew in on a different airline than my ultimate international trip airline. So, like, I don't know if you can cross airline check a bag somehow, like check it in at one place and then have them check it to the other airline. No one mentioned that, and I didn't bother checking because I thought I'd grab my bag, jump on a bus, and be there on time. But it's not either airline's fault. It's my fault, but it's also DFW's fault, because I was expecting the signs to be there, and when they weren't there, I kind of just trusted the system would work. and it didn't, because I was looking at the short buses, you know, like this was a full size, like a, you know, city bus. Like you jump out and grab the city bus to go to work or whatever. It's like that size of bus that it turned out to be. I was looking at the shuttle buses basically as the that's what I was looking for, because some of them were marked for terminals, just like C and D, never E. Anyway, stuff happens. So there was a 24-hour delay. I left exactly 24 hours later. Because they had to put me on the next day's flight. So yeah, that was that story. That's why my videos, well, my first video was so short, because I was tired, exhausted, and fed up. So this is 5 minutes of me talking in a random vending room. This is the second floor. Now I'm about to cut this part of the video and switch over to non-face cam view. I need to learn to look at that guy. I always do that. I look over here at the record button like it's something. Hey, look, the record button. We're going to switch, and I'm going to show you, I'll give you a short tour. Because it's 2 a.m., no one's here. So, I'm going to film it. All right, here you go, guys. So here we are. First thing, well, this is the common room. First thing is, of course, mine and Lucy's quest to physically touch every vending machine in Japan. Now, that's probably never going to happen, but you can't get anywhere if you don't set high goals. So there's cup noodle machine. One good thing is to see if they have a serial number. We could document the serial numbers. I don't know. Is that a serial number? That's a phone number. That looks like a number anyway. So, does that mean there's 8,321,000 blah 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 of this machine? I don't know. I'll ask the next time I see someone loading one of these machines. I'll get with them and see if that's a vending number. Because there's another one. That might be a good point. So touch that machine. Anyway. Blue, this, oh, it's not lit because it's inside. It doesn't need to be lit, I guess. So these are blue, and these are red. And yes, I know I just mentioned them colorblind, but you can see the difference between blue and red. I mean, if you're colorblind, set it to black and white real quick. You'll see the difference between the two. If not, then it's the ones on the bottom. Sometimes they are right here too, though. Anyway. So, yeah, right there. Let me back up something that way. And then right next to it, of course, is just a coffee vend. You know, and it even has, you know, convenient black sugar cream. It's not, there's no, you know, lines, but you have to use your brains and your Columbo-like research, and you can figure out which button does what. And this says 95. It's 100 yen. So I guess this is the temperature. Yeah, temperature. Never mind. And I don't. Coffee deep. I don't know. I might push it next time. It's supposed to be dark. Maybe, I don't know. Does it make it thicker? I don't know. I'm afraid that would give me actual less coffee myself. You know, cream sugar. You can have it like this. Basically, I would assume, I don't use cream and sugar. I would assume it is, you know, a little versus double, maybe. And I'm going to assume these are serial numbers until someone tells me otherwise. Jesus. 2305. This is the phone number for it, so this has to be a serial number or something. I don't know. Anyone knows, please tell me. That might be what we're looking for, actually, Lucy. Well, not all of them have that, though. All of them have this. Well, all of these have this. Well, there's another one. Either way, we're going to need a way to identify which machines we've seen, so we can run a log, not a blog, but a log. There you go. That explains it in English. Because this is a capsule hotel, so I'm assuming a lot of people, a lot of different language speakers partake. Hot water, microwave, and this, I was looking at this earlier, it's a obviously a universal charger of some sort. Oh yeah, this is interesting. You can charge a battery. One of them has a port that you can charge a battery just by touching these two metal bits to the battery, to the poles in the battery. That's cool. Like in case, you know, you've lost the charger bit, which on an iPhone you can't take out your battery, so yay, right? That won't work. You have to have one of those. But yeah, there's directions to do that. So that's kind of cool. Does it open? No. Oh, it has accessories maybe. Anyway, I don't need that because they actually have power outlets. Of course, you see that's where the laptop's plugged in. Power outlets available. That's probably for charging those rare devices that you know, that you don't have the wall adapter for or whatever. Which, I mean, USB's everywhere now, but so I mean, that's an older machine. I've seen it before, like when I lived here before, and I left in 2005. So, you know, that's still around. And something, I don't know why this is here. I don't get it. Oh, yeah, I don't know why that was moved. Anyway, so yeah, this is the. They have lockers over here, you know, so you can lock up anything. Because the locker that, like I showed in the other video, it's like you can put your suits in it, but it won't hold anything. So you can rent one of these guys out. And, you know, this will fit probably two big bags. All the stuff I brought would fit in one of those, and it's, what is it, 300 yen every 12 hours. So it's $3 every 12 hours. Well, 300 yen every 12 hours. I'm not gonna translate the price because, you know, I can say, you know, today it's like $3, but it's not, because what was the yen last time I checked? It was like 114, 115. So it's like 250, 265 for 12 hours. But whatever. So my plan is, like, because checkout time, you have to leave. Well, you don't have to leave, but you have to be out of your your sleeping chamber, your capsule, at 10. So, like, on days that, well, you know, I'm here for the reasons I'm here. I'm not going to be here during the day anyway. So when I check out in the morning, I'm going to pop it in here because it's 300 yen. Every time you open it, but it's 12 hours. So, like, if you go 13 hours, you're gonna have to pay another 300 yen. So, like, when I get up in the morning, pop all my stuff in here, so I feel it's safe. Whatever I'm not gonna be carrying with me that day. And then when I get back, I can pull it out, and, you know, well, repeat the cycle every day. So it'll be another $16 a day for the hotel. There'd be another 300 yen on top of that for this. And some days I can skip that. Like today, I'm not using it at all. I mostly hanging out in the hotel. All right, so I've been pointing the camera at this guy, and they have smaller versions too. And you know, simple stuff. They're all basically the same thing though. The smaller one, that one's locked. Someone's using it. Smaller one, you know, it could fit something decent. It won't fit my roller bag. All right. Anyway, getting off that. I'm trying to let the light adjust. There we go. This is a throwback, basically. This is oldie. This 100 yen for 10 minutes. You'll see it pop up on the screen there. Maybe you can read it. It's 100 yen for 10 minutes. If you have a smartphone, if you have a laptop, that, you know, that's why it's a throwback. That's something that's probably been here for 10 years, 20 years. Like those were big like when I left. Now you'll see these randomly in places like this. They just haven't gotten rid of it because not everyone has a smartphone or laptop, I suppose. The reason why it's irrelevant, you'll see right down here, internet and router. Now, I'm not saying, hey, you gotta steal the internet, because it's right there. You can plug your laptop in and you don't get all the data from it now. I mean, you could do that, but you have this. This, if you're a tourist, right here. You can pause it if you want. Let me get steady, and the time to pause would be now. It's just basically a way you get free Wi-Fi in Japan. Recommend that on your smartphone. And this is the one, if you're anywhere near the Asakusa Riverside Capsule Hotel, there's your password right there. And it does not work unless you're on the second floor. Don't ask me how. That is a reality. But I have been on the first floor eating dinner, and it did not even show it to me. So it only works if you're here and on the second floor. Alright, we have trash cans, burnables and recyclables, and then the random, what is that one? It's not marked. Oh, just another burnables. It's not marked though. Tokyo Coca-Cola Bottling Company, full service. Okay, I don't know what that means. And this says something about 10,000, $100 basically for something. Can't read it though. Probably if you make a mess, they're gonna charge you. And there's a fire panel. What else? There's a fire exit. More lockers, bigger ones that you could probably, you know, sleep in if you want to do. Let's see if anything. Oh, well, there you go. Thank you. Anything out there? No. There's some stairs down. That's a fire exit. And then, of course, I have to show you my Genkan. Not really a Genkan, but it is, in a sense, a Genkan. Alright. More lockers, and of course, these guys are hanging out here. Someone probably donated those, or inadvertently donated them. Merry Christmas 2007. Just left them. There's all kinds of little love notes like that around. And I'm going to show you the restroom because it's obligatory. Grab your light switch. Is that a fan? Nope, that's additional lighting. That's the fan. Okay. A urinal. Yeah, a urinal's a urinal. And you know, you just press to flush. That always feels obligatory. This is one of those sink things you hear about. Up, down, left, right. The right is cold, left is hot. That's not, is that marked? No, but everywhere is the same with that. I've never been to a place where it's reversed. Like in the States, you go, it can be either side. But here, it's always been right cold, left hot, if there is hot. They provide, well, I don't know if they provide this, to be honest with you. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's just left around. Oh wow, a grounded plug. Nice. In the restroom, there's a grounded plug. What is that? No clue. There's a sign underneath the mirror. It's a nice mirror, though. And, of course, obligatory hand paper. And, you know, this is the complicated toilet. The back has been broken. Repaired. What is that? I don't know what the hell that means. Anyway, anyone knows what this says, let me know. I mean, I'm not worried about it, but... And of course, you have the nice version. See, the ones upstairs don't have the butt washers. Yes, sir. They don't got those up there. And the tiny, obligatory trash can. All right. And there's lockers here. Random boxes. I guess this is like where they would do a convention, maybe? Because these, all the other floors, here. Yeah, all the other floors, these are hotel rooms. Like on my floor, it's hotel rooms here, and then the capsules are where I just came from. I'm on the 5th floor. Like this is where my capsule, the capsule room is here, and then like these are hotel rooms. So I guess this is like a convention area on the 2nd floor. That's obvious what that is because they're separated by sex. What's in there? Oh, well, yeah, that's not storage. Random math on the wall. Okay, well, I think 15 minutes in that is enough for this video. Apparently there's a printer. I wonder if that's set up somewhere for us to print. Not that I really need to. I'd just go to Kinko's or something. And you know they have for the readers. There's a selection of books. And again, like Lonely Planet, nice. You know, I don't know. These might just be leftovers from other visitors. You never know. I can't say one way or the other. I haven't asked anybody. Okay, well, whatever. Alright, oh yeah, there's a... this most likely is not in use. If so, give it a call. There's the phone number. Yeah, I don't think it's in use. There's no dial tone on it. It's hooked up. Oh, no, it's not. It's not plugged up. And it's not connected to anything. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Tip is not connected and ground isn't connected. All my Comcast buddies appreciate that right there. No dial tone, brother. That's the reason why you don't got dial tone. Right there. Wonder if that would still carry. Okay. Well, there you go. I'm going to end this vlog right there. If you stay tuned this week, subscribe if you're not. Check out if you want. Hit that bell for some notices. I'm going to be posting all this type of stuff. This is a true Capsule Hotel Experience. Cheap Capsule Hotel Experience. That's the purpose of a Capsule Hotel. If you're going to pay $45-50 a day, like abroad in Japan and others have, that's not a Capsule Hotel. That's a hotel. That's a hotel experience. Not a Capsule Hotel Experience, brother. Anyway, I'm gonna jump off here. I will be posting daily for the next week or two, however long I'm here. And it's all gonna be, well, not all of it. Some of it will probably be more touristy. This is on the outside of the machine. Usually this is on the inside, like when you tear open an American one. Anyway, so good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Don't forget to subscribe and like. I'll be back. If you've been here this long, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you. Bye now.